What's up everyone, I'm on a mission to get every single Hearts of Iron 4 achievement, including the mod exclusive achievements for every major mod. There's a total of 724 achievements to get and we're already at 20 out of 724. If I can't get all of these achievements before the channel hits 50,000 subscribers, I'll have to make a Hearts of Iron 4 hour-long documentary as my punishment. So please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. For today's challenge, sliding back into the Road to 56 mod, it feels like coming home. It feels like I'm coming back home. I love this mod. The nation of choice for today is probably one of the world's most famous, a land of ancient kings, gods that predate Zeus himself, lands that recognize cats as sacred beings, and 3D Doritos rising high to the sky. It's Egypt. Today we're setting out to add 3 new achievements to our tally. The 3 are, number 1, what you gonna do? Suez, as Egypt sees the Suez Canal. 2, let's start again, as Egypt removes Sudanese separatism and fully calls Sudan. And number 3, we are of kin, you know, as Egypt formed the union of Egypt-Albania. Strange one that. I'm ready to rock and roll. I hope you are too. Without further ado, let's hop on in. So, starting off on our Egyptian journey, I've gone straight into the decisions tabs to look for all the key information leading to our achievement goals. There's some minor stuff that I don't really care about, as I doubt it'll have much of an effect on us due to the route we're taking for the Albanian Union achievement, so bye-bye Anglo-Egyptian Conference. But the main focuses are this decision, to fight the Sudan separatists, and for this it seems we're gonna need a good bit of command points. Secondly, I just saw this down below, reform the Mamluks. Now, if I remember correctly, there is actually an achievement of doing this too. So if there's a chance to, I'll either save the game and do this before loading back up and then becoming the Albania-Egyptian Union, or I'll try to do it after becoming the Union. Next, let's take a look at the focus tree. Thankfully, to my surprise, Egypt has a full tree with many different routes and both military and industry trees. So to get started before any ideology changes, we're going to start off with an industry focus and saving command points to sort out the Sudan issues. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe the British-Egyptian conference was kind of maybe a little bit important. Now I've got to duke it out with the Brits to get the upper hand, which against a literal empire might be a little bit hard. I'll do what I can. The achievement is to seize the Suez, so either I get it through getting independence on this mechanic, or I throw some hot tea on their lap and take it for myself aggressively. We'll do what we can here. Okay, so not only did I lose the negotiations, but we've remained a puppet of Britain for now, and Adi took a hit. Goering became the leader of Germany, and now they've imploded. Same for France. France just became a mix of blue cheese and under the sofa dust. It's fascist versus Republican. I'm just gonna stick to myself in my little corner in North Africa and watch a chilled out sunset. Good news, people, we're free. Thanks to the king following through with his wedding to his beloved, the colonies and the government have turned up their nose to it. Meaning, we are now free, and we're no longer a puppet. However, bad news, the Sudanese broke free before they could be suppressed, and now we're at war. I'm really hoping we can stick it out until we have the means to put them down and, you know, bring them back into the fold. So we managed to bring the Sudanese back in, and we're back to fighting the suppression mechanic in the decisions tab, but now? Yeah, the Israelis are kicking off in the east and want to declare the Judean Republic. So apparently we're off to have another fight. Can I be bothered? Yeah, go for it. I could have another scrap. Launch the invasion. I'm the definition of a donut. I was sitting here thinking, these separatists are very persistent. Using my suppression decisions tab does not seem to be working. Only for me to go through my focuses for the political side and notice, oh, the King of Sudan focus, which gives, remove Sudanese separatists. You know, I'm not sure, but maybe, just maybe, this might be helpful. Absolute sponge. Right, let's get this to pop for the achievement. So, a bit of a strange one. It's now October 1940, and we still haven't had the separatist achievement drop. Even though the focus is done and the decisions are gone, it still hasn't popped. Sudan still exists under the occupied territories tab. So, I'll put them on local police for the moment and then bring in harsh measures when needed. Maybe this is the only way to get it done. Also, side note, I'm in the process of asking Albania to become a puppet under personal union. And if they say yes, we'll be at war with Germany because of their current circumstance. It sounds scary, but also it's not a big deal because Germany are getting bodied by all of the big boys right now. RIP Democratic Germany. It's update time. So Albania rejected us. Germany is surprisingly winning. And then as for the Sudanese issue, I've maybe found a way to make it happen. Looking here, we only have the option to integrate Kassala. I'm going to go out on a guess that everything is okay and we only need to integrate this for the achievement. Let's click it and see. 30 days. I'll see you in 30 days. And again, no pop-up for the achievement, and my Sudan decision tab has disappeared. Color me clueless, because I don't have a Scooby-Doo of what's going on. I guess I'm gonna wait and see again in the future. It's go time, baby. Time to activate that Pharaoh mode. Italy just decided they want a little slice of Egypt. With 10 Marines, a full stack army, another full stack of army on the way, and it's time to pounce on Italy. Bonus point of this is if we defeat Italy and their faction, we can take Albania and complete our goal of uniting the crowns. I've received an invite to join the faction of Germany. Now, Germany isn't exactly in the best position right now, with the Union, France, and Britain all on the hotline, but, you know, it's nice to know the options there. Right, let's go into overdrive. Italy, your booty is mine. I'm opening up Italian restaurants in Giza and Egyptian tea cafes in Rome. Time for Cleopatra's revenge. Achievement time has finally come to Cairo. We've just got the Suez Canal achievement to pop. We had a decision pop up to have a border conflict over the Suez. Thanks to our decisions overpowering the UK colonial troops, the Suez is under rightful Egyptian control. And now we've got 1 out of the 3 achievements. This is a good vibe. Let's get the rest of them. Bring it on, Italy. I'm ready, baby. After grinding for literal years, it's finally time to get our peace deal. Our marine units really worked overtime in mainland Italy, managing to, seize Napoli down to Sicily. We did only do 16% though, so I think that's enough to justify Albania and Africa, so I'll leave Europe to the Germans. Right, let's get it sorted. And there's your peace deal. Albania became a puppet and we took the North and East African territories. Everything else went to the German faction, which doesn't seem to be faring too well right now against the Soviets, especially after they invited Spain and ruined France. Right, time to stand tall, build up, and get our focuses done. I take everything back. The Brits just couldn't resist. Right then, let's clean up the African territories and try to find a way to destroy London. Who knows, when this is all over, maybe we can raid the British Museum, take back a few pharaohs, and in the process, build a pyramid in Parliament Square. And achievement number 2 just popped. After finally getting the option to integrate all of Sudan, after finally getting to state of peace, I clicked the decision on all of them, which gave me a 30-day wait time, and now with them completing, we have finally got the second of the 3 achievements. Remove separatism and core Sudan, and we did exactly that. Welcome to Egypt, brothers. Now, let's have a good old scrap with the Brits together. There we go, 3 of 3. All achievements have been accomplished. Just by completing our focus, we've finally got the last achievement. Now, the last bit of the journey is to win this war. Get OP if possible, and then maybe push for the Mamluk Empire, just for the memes. Let's make the impossible happen. Well, things have taken a little bit of a turn. It's now 1948, and I've been grinding for what feels like forever. The UK is problematic at best to get to, but at least we now have a decent amount of manpower. The Germans lost their continental war, and the Soviets are reigning supreme. Normally this would be bad for me, however, since we are both at war with Germany, they invited me into their faction. Then I accepted their request to join the war against China. With that, I am firmly locked into the faction for now with no risk of being kicked out. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can use this as a way to keep them as my fighting dogs and slowly expand and grow to be a powerhouse with tons of factories and armies. Let's try our luck. First, England. Let's cross the channel and somehow finish the job. Thanks to our commie French allies, we have landfall. Egyptian Marines have landed in Southend and Dover. Now it's time to get the Brits to cap and take our winnings. The only downside is, though, it's likely the Soviets are going to take a large number of territories from the Brits out of this, even though we're split 14% each. I'm going to fight tooth and nail and make it happen. Well, color me surprised. We actually came out on top with the most war score, even more than the Americans who were beating down the Canadians and the Mexicans. Well, let me lock in and enjoy this peace deal to the max, and there's your peace deal. We managed to cheese some things here and there, but for the most part, our allies succeeded the most in all of this. Let's build up some more, use our new factories, and go after maybe America or the Polish factions. Especially now we have Super Stalin on our side. Fast forwarding a little more to August 1949, and we finally got the war I was looking for. Syria was a free target and much needed bit of territory for our Mamluk conquest, but for me to really make the most of it, I waited for the bait to bite, and it didn't bite, it chomped. They joined the Polish faction, which means we're now at war with all of it. I'll try not to invite the commies and only use mill access, but whether or not that works is a different story. If needed, I'll bring them in, but I'll avoid it as much as I possibly can. I made an oopsie whoopsie. Quite a big one too. I tried to invite the Soviets into my battle, but I misclicked and accidentally joined theirs. So now the Americans are pushing into Canada as my troops are only just arriving. I mean, yay, more war score and territory to take from the commies for like a final showdown, but the Grindfest is for the long haul. Right, let's wrap up Europe to push in the US. I'm such an idiot. I completely forgot I had a meme mod on. I just pushed some motorized divisions into action, and now we have the initial D-86 racing through the battlefield. Forget trucking to Moscow, we're drifting to Gdansk. And America has finally capitulated. It was a joint effort with our communist allies, but we managed to take the majority of the score with 31%. However, the Japanese got 57%, which is bonkers because they lost their mainland Japan and were only holding on barely in China. Kinda sucks, but game is game. I'll take as much of America as possible. You know, there's loads of other nations in the peace deal too, so we'll see what comes of it. And there's your peace deal. We walk away with a lot of territory shared between the Union and Japan, but now I think I'm gonna go radio silent for a few years, build up an army to take down the Soviets, and build our Mamlukian Empire. And it's time for the showdown. The last of it all, the grand finale. This could have ended ages ago, but to try and push for the final achievement and having a nice payoff to this campaign, here we are in 1955. If I can get peace by the end of 56, that's gonna be absolute poetry. You know, give it the name of the mod and everything. Right, Red Onion, it's time to party. Let's go declare war. Okay, so progress report. Let's go. It's the 1st of January in 1956, and honestly, the war is going great. We've got most of Europe under our control. Africa is a total mess for now. America is controlled in the northern continent too. Next, I just need to rearrange the front lines and get back to Russia and the Middle East. We also got invited to the Japanese faction, and due to our size and power, we assumed the leadership too. Oh, and I need to show my templates as they are doing very well. My new tank corps especially just wiped out the Spanish army like it was nothing. This is my tank corps, and this is my infantry. Right, I'll fix everything up and hopefully get this sorted and wrapped up by Christmas. And there we go. With the collapse of Finland, we should get our peace treaty. There it is. Right, I'll do this peace deal and see you in just a moment. And there you have it. Cleopatra's revenge has been enacted. The Caesars that removed the Egyptian monarchy with the Romans' reign have now received the same treatment. So here's the great Egyptian/Roman Empire, maybe? And then to finish it all and get the last achievement of the video, let's reform the Mamluks with one click. And achievement 4 has popped. We've completed the Mamlukian achievement and we're finally done. When I say finally, I mean it literally. 20 years in game, 24 hours of game time, and however long this may take me to edit up and get out to you guys on top of that. HOI4 definitely loves the long in-game time. Right then, everyone, with that being said, that's the end of today's video, so thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, share this video with your friends to help the growth for the channel too. And I'm not sure what achievement I'll do next, but be sure to let me know in the description which achievement you'd like me to look at. Till next time, guys, all the best, thank you very much, have a good one, and ta-da!